Guys, it's so painful that we lost the chief of army staff, and he died earlier, and it's no longer news because earlier it was a breaking news that Nigerians lost the chief of army staff in an airplane crash that happened today while he was on official assignment to Kaduna. Well, it is so unfortunate, but I don't know why I feel so bad about this recent happening about the death of the chief of army staff. Well, there's nothing one can do, and it could be all planned out. It could just be by fate, or it could just be circumstances that just happened. But anyway, guys, Nigerians have actually reacted to the premature death of Chief of Army Staff Atahiru, and some people are saying they suspect a foul play, and different reactions from Nigerians. And it is interesting that you would want to know what Nigerians think about the death of the Chief of Army Staff. Remember that he was just newly appointed as the Chief of Army Staff, not even up to 3 months, and yet this is what has happened. Remember, the former Chief of Army Staff was Takor Buratai, and he and his other chief of service chiefs were actually made ambassadors, to other nations on whatever the president called it, and that was how he became. That is, Atahiru became the chief of army staff. But now that he has lost his life, well, it is so painful. I really commiserate with the families, and I pray that God will give them the fortitude to bear the loss of such a great man. But let us see what Nigerians are saying about the death of the chief of army staff. More details, guys, but please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, and ensure you like and share our videos. Yes, guys. So without further ado, please let us dive right into the details of this report. Yes, it says the Nigerians are currently mourning over reports that General Ibrahim Atahiru, the chief of army staff, died in a plane crash. Atahiru reportedly died in a military plane crash which occurred in Kaduna. In a statement, the Nigerian Air Force confirmed that there was an accident involving one of its aircraft in Kaduna, but did not go into details. An air crash involving a Nigerian Air Force aircraft occurred this evening near the Kaduna International Airport. The immediate cause of the crash is still being ascertained. More details to follow soon, read the statement signed by Edward Gapquet, the first Director of Public Relations and Information. Yes, that was what he gave earlier. But of course, details of the incident are still sketchy. But it was learned from a military source that there was no survivor in the crash that occurred on Friday. Nigerians on Twitter have reacted to the report, expressing sadness over the death, stating that the late Chief of Army Staff showed readiness to work. One said that RIP he was a fine fighter combating Boko Haram. He was killed prematurely. General Ibrahim Atahiru, the chief of army staff who was ready to combat Boko Haram, died in a plane crash prematurely. We can't keep losing heroes. A higher authority should be questioned. Yes, that was what he said, that the former chief of army staff, Tolulope Oluwatoyin Sarah Arotile, was also a fine, she was also flying a jet when she died. And another said that another user also said Chief of Army Staff Atai Ibrahim dies in plane crash 24 hours after Abubakar Shekau was reportedly killed by ISWAP. The crash should be investigated. Let us know if it was sabotaged. And others said it is so sad reading the death of the newly appointed Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru. Nigeria is a failed nation. If not, why the happening of plane crash time to time? May the soul of the deceased officers rest in peace. So sad. Another said, does it mean that an emergency rescue operation could not be activated immediately to save the lives of those on board the ill-fated plane that crashed landed inside the Kaduna airport, or what? So sad we had to lose the Chief of Army Staff, General Ibrahim Atahiru, this way. And someone said Shekau died on Wednesday, the Chief of Army Staff who actually came to mind while I was reading the news about the death of Shekau has now been assassinated on Friday. Some powerful people outside and inside Nigeria do not want the war on terror to end. Another said, within the shortest period, this guy has brought many war machines than his predecessors. Anyway, may his soul rest in peace. And another said, Inna lillahi walai, whatever, whatever. What a difficult time it has been for military aviation in Nigeria in the last couple of months. May the soul of Ibrahim Atahiru, the recently appointed Chief of Army Staff, and other officers on board on the ill-fated jet rest in peace. Another said Nigeria deserves a break from bad news and incidents, dear Lord. He was on national assignment to Kaduna and he is no more. Chief of Army Staff General Ibrahim Atahiru, rest in peace as the nation mourns your loss. My thoughts are with his family. And some others say sad days for me. First, it was my grandma. Now it's the news about the Chief of Army Staff, whom I don't know, but I feel he's here to bring some change in the war we currently are in. And the other said the incident was not accidental. He wrote, no, I'm not buying this crash gist. Honestly, I'm not. He was taken out. This was calculated murder. Kai. Another said, I smell gimmicks in certain places, bro. His removal as theater commander of Operation Lafayette Dole is stirred in controversy. Gist for another day. Now, Shekau gets killed yesterday and Chief of Army Staff dies the next day. Bro, I smell something, I beg. And one said the Rate Air Force plane crash in Nigeria these days is alarming, which begs the question. And another said the Rate Air Force plane crash in Nigeria these days is alarming, which begs the question, do they even have qualified pilots? Are the engines sound enough? Are these planes refurbished or new ones? Why all the crash? Now we just lost a Chief of Army Staff in the most careless way ever. And someone said Chief of Army Staff Ibrahim Atairu dies in plane crash surprised when he said that past Chief of Staff should be probed for arms that were not bought. I knew he wouldn't last. Them just off the fuel tap of the aircraft. You speak, you die. You don't speak, you die. Well, obviously, we all know that has been the case in Nigeria. And obviously, this is a well-calculated assassination against the Chief of Army Staff because it cannot just happen like that, especially when it has to do with Chief of Army Staff. If Chief of Army Staff could die just like that, who are you that cannot die anyway? So that is the Nigeria to which we live in today. Well, guys, that is it. Please tell us what you think about this. Don't forget to like, share, and also drop your comment. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.